Hello everyone, it's Lurgs here. Welcome to my channel, and today 5 things I hate about my Vespa GTS. This is the Vespa GTS 300 here, and this is the 2013 model. This is the version without the ABS and with the lovely analog dashboard. And here are the things that I hate about it. I mean, hate is a strong word. It's not things that I hate, I just don't like. Before we get started on that, there's a link above now about the 7 things that I love about my Vespa GTS 300. Definitely worth checking out that video. So the first thing to complain about is the under-seat storage. Now this actually makes it onto my list of things that I love about the Vespa, because you've got the under-seat storage for coats and a few bits and bobs, but it's meant to actually hold 2 crash helmets. Now the official Piaggio crash helmets will fit under here, but these are open face and very small. Now I've just got a medium sized head, and here is a full face crash helmet, medium size, and there's literally no chance of getting this inside. Now I'm also going to test it with an open face crash helmet. Again, this is medium sized and this doesn't fit either. Now what is annoying about this is I used to have a Piaggio Vespa ET4125cc and I could easily fit a full face crash helmet under here. And I'm guessing that's because it's a slightly bigger engine, but it just to me seems a bit of a design flaw. Now you can lock your helmets if you've got the clips on them under the seat there. And what you do is you just put the little clip over there and then you close the seat, and then that locks the helmet against the bike. Now this is okay if you live in a nice dry sunny climate. Oh, hello Esther. But it's not so good if you leave your crash helmets out and it's absolutely whopping it down with rain, because you will come back and have a wet head. Now I've got the official Piaggio top box and you can easily fit a full face crash helmet in here, so I've got this on the back, but it does affect performance and it makes it look a little bit uglier, and you have to put the weighted bars on your handlebars. There's a link above now about the battery location and how to check the battery on your Vespa GTS. Okay, so the next thing that I don't like about my Vespa GTS 300 is the rust issue. Now this is a big problem in countries that are wet like my country, which is England. Now if you look underneath here, this Vespa is only 5 or 6 years old and it's permanently garaged and you've got rust underneath. Now there's a link above now about a video which I go into a bit more detail about the rust issue on my Vespa GTS 300. It's definitely worth checking it out if you're thinking of buying one second hand. That is a major issue on Vespa GTS 300s. Now probably the reason for that is because the front mudguard is very short. It should be longer, and I know you can get slut guards which increase the length of that, stop stones chipping up and coming up underneath on the chassis. Okay, the next thing I really don't like about my Vespa is I went for a short ride once, came back, pulled into the driveway, and I've got this oil streak on my driveway, and I'm like, what is that? My Vespa's not that old. Now if you look where the oil filter is on the sump, and then you just pan forward, it's very exposed. So if you're driving along at 75-80 miles an hour, anything coming up from the road could easily hit that. And if that rusts a little bit, so I'm just going to start it up, and what was happening is you can see it's got a small chip in it, and I've got oil actually spraying out. Unbelievable. So I think the oil filter there is very exposed. Not a good design. Not a good design at all. So make sure you keep your eye on that. And there's a link above now about how to change the oil and the oil filter on your Vespa GTS. The other thing that I hate about my Vespa is where the oil dipstick is. Now I think this should be behind a fairing or hidden away, because any old oik could just walk up to your Vespa, open this up, pour a load of mud or sand or sugar in there, and then that's not going to do your engine any good. It might even ruin it if the oil filter doesn't catch it all. So I think that should be hidden away, not exposed to the elements. There is a link above now about the Vespa GTS fuse box location and how to check the fuses. Okay, so the next thing that I don't like about my Vespa GTS is you cannot jump start it. Now this, I think, is a major design flaw. Okay, it's a good safety feature. You have to hold the brake in before you can push the start button and it engages. But I've actually had a flat battery and you've got no kickstart and you're thinking, I've had it. Unless I can charge my battery up, I cannot start the Vespa. There should be some way or some kind of different design where you can run it along the road and give it a good old jump start. So that, I think, is a bit of a design flaw. Now, the next thing which I don't like about my Vespa is the side stand. So I'm just going to put my Vespa on the side stand here. And it is the flimsiest invention. I really wouldn't ever put my Vespa on the side stand. So I've got it on the side stand here. And I'm just going to start wobbling it about, and it's shaking all over the place. Bearing in mind this Vespa is 150 kilograms. It's a lot of weight and it's already starting to tip over a little bit. Now if you've got a car coming into a parking space and it backs into your Vespa and starts nudging it that way, you watch what happens with the side stand. It's on a spring and boing, it is up and your Vespa will be laying on the floor. So always use the centre stand. It's got a nice little extra lever on it there to stop it falling over. And the final thing, which is the sixth thing, I know I did say there would be 5 things. The sixth thing which I don't like about the Vespa is the price. These things are so expensive, and for the quality of it, I don't think it's that good value for money. You could get a small car for the price of these. But anyway, enough moaning. Let's have a lovely cup of tea. Make sure you ride safe, people. Ride safe. If you found that video useful, please subscribe by pressing this button down here. Really do appreciate you visiting my channel, guys and girls. And if you'd like to select any other videos around here, that would be really cool. Be sure to hit that bell notification tab.